genuine regard. Yet they were used against me from the very start. I've never known the end to be a luxury, but they seem to found a way to reach inside of me and somehow keep my lungs from opening. The things we do for money take me away from myself. Take me away from myself. This time they took the knife on me. I miss the comfort of your arms, so telling of the way things could be. But instead, this manifestation of my anxiety is what is fed into my bloodstream. Please take me away from this self-harm. Take me away from myself. This time I turn the knife on me. I'm worried that we've gone too far. As the faultless mirror projects an image onto me, as I look in terror, I start to see what they see. Losing myself inside my very own self-doubt. Myself in those hands, perhaps it's time to do without. I miss the comfort of your arms, so telling of the way things should be. It's time to open up the doors and let the sun shine in. It's time to travel to the Mars, to set fire to the winds, reclaim my sense of self-esteem. My and who I am.
I rip open my wounds and let the blood run loose as the world consumes the darkest part of the root. A mind blasted, a past, a part of the painted a ceiling. No refrain for these feelings, no remains I'm concealing. I can look into the eyes of the black, the dark, the soul crack, the park, the cold jack, to start the whole back, to find the heart hack, decide to flow smack the world, my intensity. I'm on fire, yo, I'm back. Looking at the world like it was on crack. Running through fast lane, never know what's happening, never looking back at the past and shut up.
Everything I was for, placing all my faith in this life, all my faith in this life.
and withdraw my fears and spend the rest of my life counting all my tears. I'll never lose a fight as long as I'm fucking winning. There'll never be an ending as long as we kill beginning. And if forever fades, it'll never take me away. Cause forever lasts forever and forever is today. I'll never fade away, my image forever stays. As I weather and wonder whether the weather's ever change. I may be severed inside this clever little brain, but my endeavors have been forever lever like Cain. Cause life's a bitch. This is everything I work for. Living all my faith in this life. All my faith in this life. This is everything I'm made for. Shattered rearview mirrors, the shadows of my demons linger no more. I tried to change my past before it changed me. I tried to change my past before it changed me. I tried to change my past before it changed me. This is a vision of a past that has freed me. I can't change my past.
And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
We just heard Miles from Exile, Internalized. Watch their hilarious/epic video on YouTube. Morgan made me say that. And A Dying Ultimatum.
You liked it too.
With the track. I did not. I actually
What?
hated it. I hated it so much.
What?
Oh, what you
Damn,
wrote
son.
for me to say, I disliked very much. But the music video, I was very pleased with. And that one's called Internalized by Miles from Exile. Check that out on YouTube. Also, check out... and we also played A Dying Ultimatum's track, No More. And both those bands are playing the Super Metal Mashup this Saturday at Livewire Lounge with Tanzan, Atlanta is Burning, and my terrible, terrible band, The Forms They Take. And what time does that start, Morgan?
8 o'clock.
8 a.m. And how much is that at the door?
10. $8 in advance. from
p.m.
bands.
at the door. Livewire Lounge. And I am here, Lugo Plays with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge, sitting sandwiched in between Charlie drinking his delicious beverage out of his glass he brought from home and his bucket from home, and Greg with his leather hat. Greg Master, always rocking that leather hat, the life-saving leather hat. And tonight we are here with us for the first time, So-Called Saints. Why don't you guys go
guys,
ahead
what's going on?
and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and who is missing tonight?
I'm Alex. I'm the vocalist.
Dustin, I play guitar.
Justin Cava drums, and we're missing one Peasy bass player.
Missing our bass player.
Peasy bass player.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I know the Cubs are currently playing,
Then they're
Yeah.
winning.
and they're winning.
Absolutely.
And the Blackhawks.
And the Blackhawks.
And the Blacks. We
but-
can't see that
We
shit.
can't see
see
that
it.
right now.
But as far as I know, the Hawks are winning too.
We just got commercials right now.
I'm sure not as many people are watching that situation, though.
yeah,
Cubs
right,
are like number one right now.
No,
right
yeah.
now. So where'd you guys come in from?
We're coming from Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford,
Yeah.
Illinois.
Way
fuck.
the fuck out there. It took forever to get here, like at least an hour.
Like at least an hour.
It's-
That's good.
it was fucking terrible.
It's a good hour drive, Rockford, from here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining with us, and we're gonna have a great time.
Fucking
So-
wonderful time.
Let's start off. Give me the backstory of So-Called Saints. How you guys all met, how you guys came up with the band name, and everything in between.
Well, so-called Saints kind of came from us knowing each other from a different project before. So back in, was it September 2012 or so?
Yep.
We decided to come back together and get something new going, start totally fresh. So
Us three here, we're in a band called Trivial. We started in 2004 and played for about, 3-4 years? Mm-hmm. And, we had life happening in between, but we got back together and have been the Saints since 2012.
Yeah, we came about it way different.
Well,
from
yeah,
that
we
band
had
to this
we had a
band.
different drummer. I'm the drummer now, but I was actually the original one of the guitar players. Our other drummer had moved, so I went back to drums, and it
Back
kind of
to drums?
back to. Well, I was
Yeah.
the drummer in Trivial,
Okay.
so I played guitar in this band originally with him.
Yeah, he wasn't the drummer for this band to
Yeah.
start with.
No, me and him were both guitar players, and we had a different drummer. He moved on. He actually moved to Madison, and so I went back over to drums, and
That was right before American Roulette as well. So
Yep.
he had to learn drums for recording that as well.
relearn, yeah.
Relearn.
maybe
he
a
already
month
knew
before
drums,
we
but
recorded
A
the
lot of
CD.
it, yeah, it was already pretty much written with me on guitar,
And then he
most
did-
of it,
yeah.
and then I ended up playing guitar and drums on that one.
Dang.
I know,
Yeah, son.
And I do the
Multi-duty.
same on one track. I play drums on one track on each CD, and
Yeah.
Justin wrote the guitar for
At
both
the
of those.
same
Switching.
time?
Yeah. We got a few songs like that,
Do
actually.
you guys do that live?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time.
At our shows, we switch.
Did you see that? No. What?
We do that.
We do that.
Yeah, we do it every time.
Every fucking show.
We actually the last set we played at Whiskey's in Rockford. Sorry,
went
we
well.
played. I started off playing guitar, and then we switched after that, and then played the rest of the set normal, what we usually do.
And people
so.
enjoy it, but we don't, post it out there either. They just kind of do it, and people just kind of realize it,
Yeah, they're like, "Did you just see that shit? What
So,
just
yeah,
happened? Who's the fucking drummer?"
So no, and they also record all the same too. Switch those. There's a few songs on the new one that Dustin is one. There's a few one songs.
There's a few one
There's a
song
few
on
songs.
each.
There's a
There's a
couple
few
one
songs.
songs.
There's a few songs ever. What the nonprofit on
Yeah.
American Roulette is switched, and then Ghosts, the first track on the new EP that we have, is switched.
Yeah.
It's fun. We bring a new flavor. He has a different guitar writing style. I have a different drum writing style, so it kind of switches it up a little bit.
Right.
Very cool, very cool. So you said you guys started in 2012,
Yep.
and you guys brought with you tonight a full length and an EP.
Right.
Correct.
So when was the full length recorded? Because that was the first one, right?
Yes.
2014.
14 winter.
It was it started. I want to say
January.
January,
Drums
2014.
started in January, I believe.
And then we released it. October?
October, November. About
Yeah.
2 years ago.
November. I think it was like
Yeah.
November 8th. Of
We put a lot of
14.
time into it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we recorded that. Are you guys familiar with Genotype?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
of course you are. Yeah, they were
Charlie.
on the show.
Charlie.
recorded. Charlie recorded that one.
Yeah,
The American
he did
Roulette.
all that.
He recorded that for us. and
We
produced
did that in his basement,
it. Yep.
and it
Just
was
like
wonderful.
where Genotype was done, everything
Yeah.
is same studio with what is it?
West North Audio.
West North Audio, yeah.
Charlie's a badass.
Yeah, but this Arm to the Teeth, our new EP, was done at our drummer's own studio, Imprint Studios.
Imprint Studios.
With a lot of help from Charlie though.
Yeah,
Charlie really got me going.
Well,
Yeah.
we have a ton of tracks off of the American Roulette CD. So why don't we go ahead and play a track off that, introduce the world to So-Called Saints, and then we'll come back and we'll keep talking about the artwork and everything in between.
Okay.
So what's
Fantastic.
the first track you guys want to play off
Man.
of American Roulette?
We should be No Escape in it.
No Escape.
That's
No
2
Escape
votes
in it?
already.
I would say No Escape.
I guess that's it.
Because hell yeah, fucking No Escape.
No Escape. Actually, it features a guest singer
Absolutely.
named Aaron Fischel
From Silence is
from
Broken.
Silence is Broken. He's a badass. He's on there with us.
Doing-
he does the choruses.
Okay,
He does
vocals?
some vocals
Screaming
with.
backing
Yeah.
vocals,
He
yeah.
does some vocals with us. And,
You can tell the difference. They both are very different vocalists, so you can tell the difference between the two.
Yeah. But he's been around for a whole long time and actually an idol of ours.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
We've always loved them and him.
Yeah, it was awesome
very
to
good.
get him out there.
How did you guys get him?
Well,
to
we just
record
knowed
you?
him. We've known him, and
Yeah, he's a friend of ours.
Oh, okay.
He's just we've been in the scene together since we've been in music, and he just we asked him, and he was absolutely down with it.
He's
so.
pretty much been in the scene longer than we have. I
Yeah, a
remember
little bit
seeing
longer,
him.
actually.
I remember seeing him when I was turning, of age to be in a bar.
Dude played the first show I went to when I was 13, the Midway Theater in Rockford.
Yeah. So he's a
Protokill.
badass, and
Protokill.
we were honored to get
Yeah,
him.
Protokill.
That was somebody we wanted on there for sure. So,
Well,
yeah, no
I
escape.
seen that.
Aaron.
Left 4 Dead played that too, didn't they?
Yep.
That's right. I was
I
there.
didn't even know you then.
I was there. That's crazy shit.
He didn't like you when you didn't.
Very cool. Well, we're going to play No Escape featuring Aaron from Silence is Broken. This is so-called Saints off of the American Roulette CD. Let's do it.
Goddamn right.
This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
Clyde with cancel.
Double whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right, we just heard No Escape from So-Called Saints, and that track featured Aaron from Silence is Broken. That was off the American Roulette CD. And so the recording of that CD, you guys were recording with Charlie. Not this Charlie.
Charlie Esposito.
Charlie Esposito. Good man.
The West North Audio.
West North Audio.
West North.
Very
Southeast.
cool.
Genotype.
And
Listen to them.
Who did the artwork for the CD?
Okay, so the photographs were taken by Nicole Bride.
Wait, that's a
McBride.
photograph? Not.
Yeah, that's
There's a
actually
picture.
That's Alex holding the gun there, and then that's Dustin in the suit.
Where'd you get the gun from?
That's actually my gun. It's a real revolver. It's a 38 Colt.
Don't ask these questions.
That,
Good. It's
that
good.
looks like
I
a,
haven't-
that looks like a drawing.
Oh my god. It's
38 beep.
Everything.
Oh my god. No, it's not a drawing. It was done in a barn as well,
Yeah, it was
Our
an
picture.
old
Old cow barn.
old abandoned barn thing.
which was where our photographer actually lived at the time.
Yep.
Their house.
I
No,
live
it was
in
the
this.
barn outside of the house.
I live in this abandoned
yeah, no,
barn.
they didn't live.
You guys should
She
come and do
didn't
a
live in
photo
the
shoot.
barn. No.
Okay, so the next step was the like editing
This guy,
and
he's so fascinated, like he's never seen
the
it.
editing and the font and all the colors and all the cool shit that was done by our buddy Zach Kappen at Zodiac Productions.
Oh, the O in roulette is the gun cylinder thing.
You know, when we had our full, those are our sleeves, but on our full disc we have when it opens, it's hard to
The
explain.
first-
It's missing a bullet.
The
and then
first
it's not.
400 discs were actual like a
Opening like
opening
jewel
disc.
CD case.
Well, it wasn't a jewel. It was the
Digipack.
Digipack.
Oh,
it was like a,
very
Which
cool.
is
It
cool.
was like that,
but
Genotype
hardcore.
rolled with the
Thick one.
Digipack.
Had
This
four-
it's a quality look.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, it was
Hell
good.
yeah. It was all good. You know what?
It was
Hell yeah.
all good.
It was all good.
So the
all-
Digipack, what did it have extra or special?
Well, that has a front and back. The Digipack has an inside. It has
Yes,
the
there's innards.
the part where the disc actually sits.
The
in
insert?
it.
No.
The insert. No, it's
innards.
the inner.
And
Yeah,
then
the
it
part
had
that
a-
you.
yeah,
With
and
the
then
jewel.
it had a flap on the inside that had a bunch of like credits
Yeah, it
of
did.
who thank yous and people we appreciate.
The all-out edition.
Pretty much. Yeah.
The back,
It's the
back
all
cover
out,
innard.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Nice.
good. It worked out well together with
we'll call
how we had
it
to work.
the limited edition.
Yeah, it's very limited.
That's very
for sure.
cool.
400 copies or whatever
Yeah.
we made out of it, but yeah,
Is that sold out?
those are gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're down to
Obviously,
these
those
sleeves
would be
now.
hot
Yeah, we
commodities.
decided to redo sleeves because
Well,
we like sleeves. Sleeves.
They're
are
convenient,
quick.
area to easy to carry.
The sleeves you can't really mess up. Them digipacks they get kind of rough.
They can get iffy.
Yeah,
And
we'll be done.
we got lucky with all of our runs, but
And
we felt
anymore,
safe with the sleeves.
like nobody holds on to that shit. They just want to put it on their phone, and then
Fuck
know.
that! I hold on to that shit
Well,
best
yeah,
I
we,
can.
We got some. He's old. It's
Really
fine.
old.
So
I'm there with you, brother. I got the gray hair.
See,
I-
man?
I like collecting my CDs.
he's like 28.
Nice.
It's fine. All right. So it's just most people they're like, okay, CD, computer done. I never see it again. So we're just like, all right, well, let's get the point across, and then we didn't want to just do downloads on the internet or iTunes or just that.
No, yeah, we're all over. We're on everything
We want
you
a
can
disc-
possibly get on.
Try to keep it a little old school, and just give them the physical copy.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what? There's a ton of tracks on this CD. Let's keep on fucking rolling. What's another track you guys want to play off?
Very bottom.
Very bottom. The very bottom.
The
All right, I thought you were
very
like
bottom.
the track on the very bottom. Go to that one.
Very bottom. The one at the very bottom.
So
I guess we can go trigger.
It's
which
called
one
the
do you guys
very.
want?
Very bottom's fine, but yeah,
Are you guys going to do another one off this one? Because the
we could do
triggers-
all of them.
can we
All right, let's
bounce
just play
back
the
and
whole
forth?
thing. Why don't you just play it in the background and we'll just talk? I'm just kidding.
Well, what's the very bottom about?
Yeah, what is it
Alex.
about,
Alex.
Alex?
Yeah, Alex.
Alex does every single
Yeah,
fucking lyric
Alex.
in this thing, and we don't know what that one's about. What's that one
Obviously, it has to do with ants that took over his picnic.
about? No, that's
Oh,
ants.
that's Ants Will Panic.
That's not
Oh.
Ants Will Picnic.
I thought
Ants Will Picnic. Fuck. No, yeah, there's a, no.
I thought that's the bottom track we
There's
were
a
talking
picnic
about.
basket.
No, that's a different song.
Ants Will Picnic.
Ants
It's
Will
called
Panic.
literally. It's called the very, bottom.
Oh.
The very bottom.
I thought we were talking about the very bottom of the album that you
That's
were
what
reading.
he said.
Jesus, you could
Yeah,
use
that-
the
that's-
shit
that-
out of me.
guys are
I don't know. That could be like a religious
Holy
style
shit,
thing.
that's
you know?
fucking awesome.
You can read it how you want with that one. That references religious frames of things. So
The very bottom.
yeah, which I'm not a religious person.
This is what it means. It's whatever it means to you. That's how
real.
he writes.
Man.
If it means something to you, that's what it fucking means.
I've gone. Yeah, I agree. I don't like to give too much definition of shit, just because it might ruin somebody's perception of if they like it, what they like to
Give
hear.
an example, Deftones.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of like videos you've seen that might ruin your perception of what you
I
thought.
saw a video one time that did that, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna start hating on Deftones. Love you. I'm not gonna.
No, you don't have
bringing
to
those
hate,
motherfuckers
but
up.
it's the
Fuck
truth.
you. The
All right.
idea is that you can. I don't know.
All right. So-called Saints. This
Deep.
track. The actual track is called
Okay.
The Very Bottom.
Good
Morgan.
to know.
So
I think it's in the middle, but it's called
in
It's
the
in the
middle.
very middle.
It may have
very
religious.
Way to
tone.
confuse me.
I know.
it's in
I
the
got it.
it's in
I
the
got
very
it.
middle.
It's in the
but
very
it's
middle.
The very bottom.
It's track 5.
There you
Let's
go.
do it.
The very middle.
literally is the very middle.
Floors of a nightmare you can't even imagine. I will dance with you inside of this six-sided ring of fire unless you move from this area far and fast. No!
As we crash to a death so out of control, we were all one soul. Where it will smash to the very bottom, and the wind repeats us all. Can I stop the rapture? Cause you know we would reach the gates, buddy, if we ever even reach it all. In case we almost sin, crash to a dark set to hold every face. Every piece of soul ever let go. It's what's killing. It's what kills.
Hi, this is Tony,
Ari.
Q, and Pat. We are Caduce, and you're listening to The Metal Experience.
We are back. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the Chin Hair of Knowledge. Our friends Charlie and Greg are here, and we are kicking it with so-called
Kicking it.
Saints.
Old school.
Hell
That
yeah.
was the song called The Very Bottom off of
Laid
American Roulette.
That ended up in the very middle of the CD.
And
Looks can be deceiving.
it's a track where you choose what you feel. And that is what it's about.
That's what
Fuck
it's
yeah.
about.
Pick your poison.
That's absolutely right, yes.
So we're a little bit into the show, and you guys actually have a contest that you would like to run for the listeners that have
Absolutely.
taken this journey with us.
Taking the
with
journey.
Oh, no.
So-called Saints on
Yes.
tonight's episode. So why don't you explain what you're giving out and how you want to run your show?
Okay. Well,
Your
since I set it up. All right. So what we are planning to do here is give out 2 of our new EPs called Armed to the Teeth. And the way to win that is to text 31996. Text that number, the word ARMED, ARMED.
That's 31996.
31996. 31996. Text the word ARMED.
2.
ARMED.
6.
Anyway,
31996.
You might-
31996. There's numbers.
Might have just hypnotized a bunch of people with
Yes.
those numbers. And
if you want to win some shit,
it's
do
gonna
what
like
you just
trigger
heard.
them to go into some
Oh, yeah.
weird.
So we're giving away 2 copies of our new EP, Armed to the Teeth.
Signed.
For free.
Signed.
What?
Signed and a sticker.
Oh
if you
my
like
gosh.
stickers. We got stickers. You guys like the stickers?
Sticky.
I love them. They're
heavy
fucking
duty.
awesome.
They're by
Yeah,
life.
we got
You
good
can get them
stickers.
stickers. You get the stickers.
Toss
You
a
get the
sticker your
CD.
way when we can reach that far.
Text
It's
ARMED.
perfect.
A-arm. A-arm.
Armed.
A-R.
Armed.
M-E-D.
So spell the word arm with ED.
ARM. E-D.
Armed.
ARMED. 231.
996.
3
S. What the fuck?
R. Are you going to the mall today?
No, armed.
I win.
ARMED.
31996. Do it.
Oh, so awesome.
Coolest contest you
that
ever
was a
fucking done.
good idea, guys. I like that.
Hell yeah.
It's
Bam.
original.
Takes note.
Yeah, he
Do
got
what
all
so-called
fruity about
saints
it and
did.
figured it out for us on the way
That's
here.
awesome.
Bam.
Good job.
I've been
Well-
doing shit.
I want to do another track.
Hell yes.
I really want to hear the one featuring Katie from Genotype.
Absolutely.
Do it. I forget what that's
loved
called.
That one.
I forget
Forgetting
it
that.
too.
What's that one called? I forget what that was called.
Yeah, I got it.
Cocksmokers.
You're funny.
For a second, I was like, these guys, how could they forget?
Pun.
Dude, fuck this shit.
Damn
man.
it. You
Yeah.
got me again.
Well,
It's
this
called
one,
From the
Forgetting.
very bottom, and now just forget.
Pun of a bitch.
this one's called "Forgetting," featuring Katie from Genotype. Genotype.
Recorded by Charlie.
So called.
Charlie.
Hit my finger.
Candy Mountain Charlie.
3.
Forgetting.
1.
Forgetting.
Armed.
9.
All right.
K from Genotype. Also,
9.
Longest introductions to play songs ever.
What's that song called?
Forgetting.
Hey, this is Rosie.
And I'm Brian from False Hope Fades.
And you're listening to The Metal Experience.
3, 2, 1.
All right, that was Forgetting, featuring Katie from Genotype by So-Called Saints off of their first CD, American Roulette. I am Luca Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me, the chin here.
Hi.
Hey, bud. I got Charlie and Greg Master Leatherhat hanging out. And we got, that was another So-Called Saints track. And now, let's hear it from the D.
Let's hear from the D. That sounds bad.
Time to sit back and relax and listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the chin hair of knowledge.
So I don't got much tonight.
What do you got?
2 bits of tour news, 2 bits of random news.
Well, give me the tour news first.
Okay, so Alter Bridge have announced the Last Hero tour.
They're still a band?
Yeah. Hey, I saw
Hold
it.
on.
All
What part of Alter Bridge on the Metal Experience do you think is acceptable?
That's
I don't know.
what I'm talking about.
Why is
The Hard
Alter
Rock
Bridge
Experience?
a part of?
Okay, then
Moving on.
skip that.
So
The
you
Light
got
Rock Experience?
So this French band called Alcest, they play shoegaze and black metal. They have announced the.
Wait, what is showgaze?
Showgaze.
It's kind of hard
Is this
to
like
explain.
Las Vegas
Showgaze?
act?
Showgaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With black metal.
With black metal?
Yeah.
So they wear all the pretty sparkly costumes, but have the
course, no.
dark metal vocals?
No,
They
they've
look like
announced.
the sparkly vampires in
gotcha.
that movie, Twilight?
Yes,
Ah,
exactly.
perfect.
They've announced a U.S.
copyright.
headlining tour with The Body and Creepers as support.
There's a band called The Body?
Yes.
The Body Creepers.
I'm good with that.
The
Shit,
Body.
they ran out of all other names. I mean, come
Just,
on.
Just The Body. But the tour kicks off January 19th in Massachusetts and ends February 19th in New York.
Hold on. Greg, don't go to sleep. You're concussed. You'll die. He's dead. Don't worry. He's dead.
That was
like
his.
it's fine. I've done this
That was his
before.
last hand wave to us,
We
guys.
know how this goes.
Dreamweaver. But January 25th, the tour will be at Reggie's in Chicago.
Reggae's.
Awesome.
We played there.
Yeah, it was a good place.
And then I got some random news.
Hit me with it.
So,
Charlie wants to hear
do
it.
you guys know the TV show Squidbillies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This past Sunday, Cannibal Corpse actually did the theme song for the episode.
What?
So the episode was called Squash Begosh. And if you want to see the episode, it's airing on Adult Swim's website, or it's actually going to be on tomorrow morning at 12:30. So it'd be tonight, but 12:30 in the morning.
Or on demand on DirecTV.
Hello.
Which I got.
That I don't think it is.
Well, it will
It
eventually.
might, but yeah, it's Cannibal Corpse did the theme song for it.
Nice.
But it's, I guess the guys that do Squidbillies are a fan of metal because they had Soylent Green do the theme song a while back.
They had another band, something about the light in the sky or something, did the theme song intro.
But I actually watched the intro just to hear what it would sound like because
And?
it's not bad. I actually caught the very end of it Sunday night when I was watching TV, and I didn't know it was Cannibal Corpse. I just heard metal riffing, and
Metal
sure
riffage.
enough,
Do you
yes.
like Squidbillies?
It's okay.
I fucking love Squidbillies. It's if for people who don't know what it is a hillbilly squid family, and they are
Toxic waste
fucking
dump kind of shit,
yeah.
right? I don't get down with the squid business.
Dude, they're so much
I
fun.
can't
Squid-
stand
I
them.
don't like the
Dude's
squid
got
bellies.
bushes.
I think it's just
Far enough,
because
far
the
enough.
whole thought of somebody, like a person, communicating with a squid, and then sometimes
The whole
stuff happens,
family's
is
all
really
fucking
gross.
retarded.
I
And
like
it's
the
all
grandma.
like redneck-ish.
I never watched it.
The
never.
grandma's the best.
I tried and I ended up falling
I
asleep
can't
to
do
at
it.
night.
I can't do it.
The episode's only like 12 minutes.
Oh my
I
god!
can't even last
it's
12
like
minutes.
the worst 12 minutes of your life that you can never get back.
What are you talking
It's
about?
awful.
Squidbillies so good.
So bad.
Okay, so they did Squidbillies, the intro. Okay.
Yes, so I recommend checking out because actually it's pretty cool hearing them do Squidbillies, even though I'm not a big Cannibal Corpse fan
I
anymore.
definitely will.
Cool. And then my little bit of random news is one of my bands, or not one of my bands, a band I listen to that happens to be almost a personal favorite of mine, Phobia, have announced the return of 4 members. Their drummer Danny Walker, who plays with Intronaut Murder Construct, He's returning along with Leon Del Muerte, who was their bass player originally and now a guitarist, who's from Terrorizer LA and Nausea. And then original bass player Bruce Reeves, who plays in Destroyed in Seconds. So it's kind of a reunion of sorts, and they're recording a new album with the only, I guess, original member left, with is Shane McClanahan, and they'll release a new album hopefully next year.
Wait,
Very
Sean
cool.
McClellan, our writer?
I don't know.
It
Damn.
sounds
He's in a
so
metal
close,
band?
I guess.
Don't nobody
Called
tell
Phobia?
you shit.
Hello, one
Ain't
viewer.
nothing more metal than Del Muerte, man. That's fantastic.
Leon Del Muerte.
Yeah, it's metal.
The name's Leon. Leon
Leon.
Del Morte.
Well, Leon, and I met Leon and I met Danny when they played with Exhumed many, many years ago.
Many moons ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
Many more
Good guys,
days ago.
good guys.
Back in the day.
Many more days ago.
But that's it with my little spiel.
All right.
It was
Well,
nice,
you got a
man.
band for us tonight, right?
I do.
What you got?
Band called Shining. From Stockholm, Sweden. As you can tell, I've got a trend of Swedish metal last few weeks.
I couldn't tell.
But this band plays depressive black metal.
Depressive black metal.
Yes.
Is that
Feeling kind of
prescription?
positive about
Yes. Well, the singer, he's known for doing coke on stage and also slicing open his arms and wrists.
Jeez. I think I have some help. All right.
Depressive black metal?
Go
All right,
get
we're
your
just
money,
making
buddy.
shit up as we go now.
All right.
No, it's just like if you know
No,
the
not
band.
you, them. That's just like, okay, we're going to...
There's a few bands actually that do that. So it's not just Shining. And there's depressive rock too, and a whole other side of depressive kind of music.
Yeah, it gets a little bit
Yeah.
slow.
Like Catatonia, their
Oh.
new stuff is depressive rock.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, what track you got for us?
Perfect.
This song is called, well, it's in Swedish, so I don't really know
It's
the,
in Swedish.
the pronunciation. But it's For Vivlan min Arveldel.
Hold on, I'm going to look it up and see
think
what
this
happens.
one's
FORTVIVLAN.
I'm going to look it up.
Sachi.
For
MIN
TV's mine.
ARVEDEL.
You know what that's going to be? That's going to be a song about fucking ponies and rainbows.
A bum is on the Swedish.
We'll have no idea.
The Swedish.
We'll have no idea. It'll sound like...
It's going to fuck you up.
Swedish.
All right. Well,
And this is actually the alternative version from what the album is.
Oh, Christ.
And this is off the album 15 Years of Absolute Darkness compilation.
It's translated to my
Oh,
my
Antichrist.
inheritance.
Sweet!
All right.
This song is called My Inheritance.
give me my money.
Son of bitch.
And the alternative version of My Inheritance.
All right. Well,
Mine.
And the intro for it's a little funny.
Inheritance.
Oh, Christ.
All right.
Mine
Here
inheritance.
we go.
Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You make me realize how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
och skadad och bruten i tid. Systematiskt raserar jag allting som någonsin betytt något för mig. Med ett leende maniskt likt en autobanbrev inser jag slutligen svaret till varför jag inte vill leva någon mer. Därför att ingenting spelar någon roll. Nej, ingenting spelar någon roll.
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
All right, that was my pick of the week. Shining from Stockholm, Sweden, with the track Fort Vivlan Mina Arveldel, which is the alternative version, which means, Morgan?
It's
fucking murder.
Oh, damn it.
It's Spare My Heritage.
It's on that other page.
Spare My Heritage. Yes.
Off the album 15 Years of Absolute Darkness compilation.
Murdering Rainbows.
But enough about me.
It's on that page. Caught me off guard.
Murdering Rainbows.
Murdering Rainbows.
I actually really like
Fuck
that.
off, phone. I'm sorry.
Murdering Rainbows.
You guys want to
Murdering
create a
Rainbows.
band that talks
Puppies
about
never
murdering
finding their
rainbows
way
and
home.
leprechauns?
Puppies never find their way home.
Oh, no.
That could be the band name.
That's sad. Don't talk like that.
Out of all that other shit they just said.
Those poor
Puppies?
puppies.
That's offensive.
Come on, guys.
Puppies that can't find their way home.
Mr.
That's a sad
Turtle.
band.
Murdering
No, don't
lost
make fun of Mr.
puppies.
Turtle.
Oh
Don't
my
talk
goodness.
about Mr. Turtle.
Never.
Terrible.
You don't bring up Mr. Turtle.
All right, we are still rocking here with So-Called Saints. And you know what? It's about time we move on to the new disc.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Armed to the Teeth.
Yes.
Bam.
yes.
So give me a
Win
little,
that shit.
little background on this. When was this recorded? Where? You had some
How?
It was
interesting
recorded
stories.
fucking
What?
recently at a place near
Okay,
us.
well, we'll give you the origin. It started off, we were like, okay, we're ready for disc 2. Went back to Charlie's. I laid down some drum tracks at Charlie's. Brought them home and decided, hey, I'm going to do this. So then we started doing the rest and everything else at my house. And I had Charlie kind of guide me here and there. And that's what came out. We started in, January?
Mm-hmm.
Of
We always
this year?
we always start in
January this
January.
year.
I don't know.
Hey, it's the beginning of a new year.
January 16th.
There we go.
We started, and then September something. September what? What was everything?
16.
Yes, what?
16th.
Absolutely what?
So Armed to the Teeth.
September what as fuck?
And
Yeah.
how you guys come up with that? Was that one of the song titles?
Armed to the Teeth. It's lyrics.
Okay.
And Monsters and Madmen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
To me, it kind of plays off of American Roulette. You know, we got American Roulette, and now we're armed to the teeth. In one of the songs, Alex says, "Armed to the teeth, we are the 815." You know, kind of talking about the local scene.
Yeah, that
and all our-
references our local scene, our Rockford.
the camaraderie
area.
and the whole scene. Really,
That does a
it's
reference.
pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. It's a strong scene out there.
It
in
really
Rockford.
is.
Which
Everybody's-
connects with Chicago.
There's
too.
a lot of hardworking bands in our area.
Hell yeah.
There really is, and they're doing a lot of
Hardworking and great
shit.
sounding.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
And the album artwork?
That one.
Zach Kappen.
Yeah, I kind of came up with this idea that I wanted to see a Cheshire Grin of bullets, and we shot that over to Zach Kappen at Zodiac Productions, and he came back with that.
Yeah.
So
It was pretty sick.
It was,
something a little different, you know.
Like rusty, bloody bullets.
Very cool.
A little pull on this one.
How long did it take you to record the album?
This EP, it
6,
was
7 months.
We started in January, and we ended up being done actually with recording by probably July maybe.
July.
But that was also with the learning curve of our.
Yeah,
our-
I didn't
our
know.
guy
All right, so I didn't know a fucking thing about recording anything at all.
we had done our drums, our drum tracks for this EP. Armed to the Teeth.
We did the drum tracks
with
at Charlie's,
Charlie.
yes.
Yes.
And he's like, "Hey, you know, it'll take this, this, and this to get started." I'm like, "All right, that's cool. I'll get that. I'll see what I can do." So he gives me the tracks, and I play with them at home, and I start fucking with shit. And the next thing next thing I know, I'm like, I'm gonna tackle this motherfucker. So I did, and that's what came out. So
Yeah, he slaved over it all winter, and
I spent retarded hours after ridiculous hours messing with it, and yeah,
it ain't no bullshit. That's just what it is. It
It's
ain't no
cool,
bullshit.
man.
It don't sound like shit. It's.
I've heard good things, which is very nice because it's something I've wanted to do since I was 17 years old. I'm 30 now. It's been a while, and it's something I never thought I could do because I thought it would be extremely expensive to get started. And I thought I needed all this fucking shit. You know, when you think of a studio, you see.
We
a
paid
board.
thousands. We paid
You see
thousands for
you
studios.
see a board and monitors and computers
Yeah.
and fucking
We've
everything.
been to a
You
lot
see all
of
this
different
shit.
studios and recorded a lot of different
No.
places, and then you get to a place that's like home.
Well, I had an interface, a computer, and a stairwell, and some microphones.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to record that.
And it sounds great.
A stairwell, huh?
That's where we were. That's where I was.
Well, we were at my house.
Really
We're-
cool blankets.
We're at my house, and he's looking around. He's like, "Can we do vocals here?" And we still planned on doing shit at Charlie's.
Yeah.
And he looked around. He looks, "What the fuck is this door? Where's this go?" And I'm like, "That's my basement." And he opens it up. He goes, "All right, we record in here." I'm like, "No way." I'm like, "Well,
But
fuck it, let's try it."
Yeah.
You know. So I hung up blankets. We had about 4 steps worth of space. We put
we
the
had
microphone on
yeah.
the second step. And we blanketed everything off in that stairwell, and that's where all the vocals came
And
from.
it began, is what happened.
That's what happened.
Because we all drove to Charlie's for a long time, you know. But it kind of stresses you when you have to drive so far and make that trip count, you know.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you're 10 miles, 15 miles away from.
Not
where you're
even,
gonna-
really.
Not even that.
No, he
So
was
we had an
10
immense
minutes.
amount of time, and with that time, he was learning, and at all the same, it sounded great right off the bat. So I went in the first day recording kind of worried, like, fuck, we're doing this ourselves. It's going to sound like shit. And then right off the bat, it was just fine. And we were like, let's go.
I spent a lot of time researching and watching videos and doing. I basically went to school at home just by researching. So I mean, I didn't necessarily take classes for it, and I had guidance from area musicians.
Yeah,
that
our
do
mentors,
this.
our
You know,
recorders.
Charlie does this. TJ Belts from Backburner.
Yeah. Gray Angel.
Andy Kent does it.
Andy Kent.
With Ant Lanterns Burning, you know, Dave Hogan and Greg Larson. They've all given me pointers here and there. And I'm like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to try this. And it's something that's been a passion of mine since I've been young. So
That's awesome.
Let's just see what it does.
Absolutely.
Well, very cool. Why don't we go ahead and play a track off of the Armed to the Teeth EP? What do you guys want to play first?
Play the first track.
The first track.
Ghost.
Let them know.
Ghost.
This is the
Now,
switch
okay,
track.
So
of the
Ghost.
CD.
So Ghost is actually me on guitar and him on drums. So it's the guitar and drummer switched.
It is a switch, yes.
And we wrote it switched. We didn't just play it switched. We actually wrote it that way.
Yeah, we play in a lot of different speeds and timing, so it's good to have the difference of both bouncing around for different songs. So it's good.
Very cool. So wait, Justin, you have played guitars and drums, but Dustin, you're just like, I can play drums.
He's played drums as long as I played guitar. Almost.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've played together the entire time.
We played
Every
together
band we've
back
been
and
in, we've
forth.
been in.
Yeah. I mean,
Back
we
and
played
forth,
the-
going from guitars and drums.
Yeah.
He's about as good on guitar as on drums as I am on guitar. Like
That's fair.
we are equal on each other's instrument, so we write that way. You know
Very
what I mean?
cool.
We
All right.
excel in what we do initially, but we're
Like this.
pretty good at what we do.
So you like to
Docking?
touch
You guys are
tips?
docking?
They're docking.
In the no, we dock.
successful
as we-
docking.
We dock as
Where
we
you're like,
pass.
this isn't working, but it
we
does
only,
work.
We only dock for a moment.
So
Just like
He
quick
likes it.
dock.
I let it
As it
happen.
it's just a little peck,
Yes.
and
It's
then
just-
you
Into the
it's out of
sheathing
love.
and then back out.
It's out of love, man.
perfect.
Known this
Yeah,
kid
dock.
since he was 14. I know that gets
Man,
weird.
you
now,
guys made a
doesn't it?
dick reference, and I was making dicks over
He's-
here
yeah,
with
he
this
was-
stuff.
Dicks out for Harambe. All right, well, this track is called Ghosts. This is So-Called Saints off the Armed to the Teeth EP. Let's do it.
Just a ghost, the ghost in the bloodstream. Yeah, that's it, that's the terror. Sitting here, raping and free, so to speak. Yeah, I know you hear me. Sitting nearly free. I've said it 1,000 times, and I swear you've never heard it once. Is it your God's love? Or the knife in your gut? Sit, stand, kneel, repeat. Sit, stand, kneeling, devils of heaven or angels of hell. I know you hear me. I don't speak in tongues. Generations raise anti-people. I want answers from the one who answers to the one. Devils of heaven or angels of hell. I know you hear me. I don't speak in tongues. Generations raise anti-people. I want answers from the one who answers to the one. Devils of heaven or angels of hell. I want answers from the one who answers to the one. Generations raise anti-people. Said it 1,000 times, and I swear you never heard it once. Is it your God's love? Or the knife in your guts? Sit, stand, generations rise inside people. Moving on to a devil's great eye.
Hi, this is Joe.
This is Kristen.
I'm Eric.
And Anthony from Programmable Animal, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
I am Morgan Danielle with Luke O'Blaze in the Chin Hair of Knowledge.
Hi.
We are chilling with our friends Charlie and Greg and our friends in So-Called Saints.
Fuck yeah!
And that was a song called Ghosts. I hope you all got scared because that was another track.
It was spooky,
off
guys.
Armed to the
What does
Teeth.
that mean?
So, because it was ghosts. Ghosts are scary.
Ghosts, yeah.
Halloween, baby.
So what the?
We
you guys
never
got,
played the Ants Picnic song.
Fuck that picnic song.
Ansel Picnic.
Ansel.
Come on,
You guys-
guys.
you
Wait,
guys
why
got-
don't we end the show with the Ansel
All right.
Picnic?
You know what though? We won't.
I'll
We don't
play
have to
it.
play it, but Ants Will Panic is where our name came from.
Yeah, there's
That
there's
song
lyrics
is where-
in that song
Fun
that say so-called
knowledge.
saints.
Fun knowledge. We were supposed to be at our very beginning. We were so to speak. So to
The more
speak.
you know.
How fucking gay is that?
I made that. Not very gay.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't
What'd
terrible.
you
We
say,
agreed
Fortress of
on
Glass?
it. So to speak.
Oh, Fortress of Glass was better.
What the fuck?
That was bad.
So
Don't bring that up.
I had written Ants Will Panic, and our bassist, our former bassist Stu, had noticed the lyrics in it about so-called saints and whatnot, and
Fear so-called saints.
yeah, fear. I mean, politically,
Which is
fear
not
so-
us.
It's not
technically.
us. It's the saints are not us.
We just represent.
Don't lie.
That wasn't meant to be. Well, I guess we are as the saints, but the name wasn't meant that way, and it just
Correct.
kind of popped up as a lyric and a song I wrote.
So yes, we do have a different bass player.
Yeah.
The
So-
first well, actually
Both albums have
Yeah.
Stu,
Both
our
of them
original
have
bass
Stu.
player on there. But Peasy joined us in July, our new
Chris
bass player.
Pigu.
Big U.
He was he's a jazz funk bass player.
Interesting.
He's
Nasty
fantastic.
bastard. He's nasty.
He is fantastic.
6-string bass.
Greg
Really
is
nasty.
leaving.
Bye,
Goodbye, Greg.
See you later, Gregory. All right. Well, you guys got some shows coming up.
Some.
Fuck yeah!
What do you guys got? Give me the deets.
I have no idea.
The dirty deets.
Give me the dirty deets.
Next one up is actually a benefit at Whiskey's Roadhouse in Rockford, November 13th,
Roadhouse.
on Sunday.
Yes.
Roadhouse.
The Roadhouse.
And
Roadhouse,
then-
Roadhouse.
Hugely great cause. Family suffering traumatic situations, which we don't steer anywhere near away from for benefits. We get a hold of them, and you read the story for this benefit, and which you should
It's,
check out. It's
Benefit
some
for Kathleen Brust, right?
Yes, it is.
Fairly-
She got in an accident.
They did.
And- well, they did. Yes.
Yes. And it's a very serious situation, so anything we can do, and luckily in Rockford there's a lot of shit we can do.
It's
There's
all ages too. I mean, if
It is all
everybody
ages.
wants to come out, there's no cover. They're asking, if you want to give donations.
Yes,
of course.
obviously donations, but there's never
Absolutely.
a cover at Whiskey's Roadhouse in Rockford, never.
Doors at 1, music at 2, 50-50 raffle.
Yes.
There's other raffles as well.
Who's the eagle?
That's the Cub
That's
Fuck,
upstairs.
that
It's
came
Alex.
up in the
It's
headphones
Alex.
like
the Cub fans.
so loud.
There's
The
a Cub
Volkswagen.
fan soaring up there.
Yes.
eagle.
Hitting the ceiling.
I'm an eagle.
So yeah, that's our next one up, and it's a pretty big one because we've unfortunately and fortunately had to do a lot of benefits in our existence as this band.
Yes, we have.
But it's awesome that you guys are willing to partake in those types of events.
Yeah,
I mean,
more than willing.
we've never. I mean, there's unless we're working or something that just cannot.
Something
we cannot
making
be
it
there. We've never
impossible.
turned down any offer for a benefit.
No,
ever.
and being able to be involved in something that is able to raise money for multiple benefits that we've been involved in with even retired military or military coming home or Toys for Tots, which we are also doing this year.
December 10th.
December 10th is Toys for Tots, and it's doesn't get no better than that. If you can help, and we've been able to raise, say, even the biggest one I can remember is the one we raised for the returning home veterans, with with placement, with getting back into the groove of home.
Right.
We did it. We helped raise. We were involved with raising over like $2,000 or something like that. For
Nice.
that group, for that cause, and that's just a separate cause, but.
I mean, that's without like radio help and all this other shit.
That's
we
just
we
local
did it,
people.
We did it all ourselves. We us and our other local bands, we band together and get everybody involved and try to get people out there to help.
Yeah. So we have our paying shows as well coming, but our nearest one and the dearest one to us now will be November 13th, I believe, is that?
Yep. Yep.
And we'll be working hard to promote that one
Absolutely.
and get everybody out there for that one. And promote and make money and
Whiskey's
raise
Roadhouse.
money.
It doesn't cost a damn dime
It
to
doesn't
come
cost
in.
anything.
Just come in, donate $5.
Yeah, the door charge that
Donate
would
what
have
you
been
can.
charged
Just
somewhere
give us
else.
Walk in,
give
throw a
something.
dollar in.
Help
Every-
this family out. I mean,
It's a very serious
You know.
situation with parents being lost and one parent left kind of situation, and that family and their family surrounding could use all the help as well. so-
absolutely. It doesn't take much. Anything helps.
Yeah.
Just come out and support. Even just show up. If you can't afford to help, support. Just be there.
Absolutely.
Whiskey's Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And the
November
show
13th.
and the show on the 10th. Where's that at?
Same place, actually.
Whiskey's,
Same place?
yeah, Whiskey's.
The
Toys for
Tots
Tots, yeah.
benefits also there.
Yep, that's the 10th. But we also, we'll be in Nashville.
We're going.
on
All right,
December
so
3rd.
December 2nd, we're playing at Cronies in McChesney Park.
Yes.
Okay, that's
McChesney
kind of our
Park,
send off. We're going with Faith in Vain and On My Six. We're going to be cruising down to
Nice.
Nashville, Tennessee, to play at Daisy Dukes.
Who wouldn't want to rock a
Yeah.
pair of
Who wouldn't
short
wanna
shorts?
Fuck
Dukes,
yeah.
for real.
That's
you
what
guys
we're
have
playing.
any special outfits set
Hey
up
man,
for the show?
does anybody know?
It ain't gonna be long.
Anybody know
pants.
who
It ain't
Ryan?
gonna be
Mart-
long pants.
Anybody know Ryan Martini from Mudvayne, the bass player?
Okay, yeah.
He played there not that long ago
Yeah,
with
it's
his band.
Fairly
Yeah.
well-known place.
So it's legit. If he plays there, I'm fucking down. He's a badass. So we're going Cronies Friday the 2nd of December. Saturday the 3rd, we're cruising down to Nashville with On My Six and Faith in Vain. Both very heavy-hitting bands.
Also
brothers of
local.
ours.
yeah,
Very
Rockford.
close brothers.
815.
Stu is actually our old bass player that was in our band. He's still in On My Six. And they're going strong. So they got a new album coming out pretty soon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we just saw that the other night. What's it called? I don't know. Wait,
The
I don't
Waiting
know.
Game is what it
I
looks
don't know
like.
if that's what it's called. Is that
Well,
what it's
it
called?
looks like that's what it is. And if
It
that's
looks
not what it
pretty
is,
awesome.
that's what it seems like it's going to
I
be.
like it.
And that art looks sick.
Yeah, it looks good.
It really does.
So we're pumped for that to see that come out too.
That's
But we'll be
impressive.
following those guys down to
Yep.
Nashville. All together is kind of an 815 attack.
So
Nice.
we are
Temporary.
we are planning a more of a western tour, a mini little tour in probably March-ish, somewhere to go out there to play 3 or 4 shows in a row. So we're planning that right now. So maybe the Colorado area.
Very
Nice.
cool.
So
The legal weed state.
Ooh.
it's gonna be an epic time.
This
It's
guy.
all tweeds, man.
We'll remember most of it.
Tweeds.
When we got some time.
Hell yeah.
It's not illegal. It's all tweeds, man.
Tweeds, man.
Yeah.
So
Any-
that's what we got going on for shows right now. Oh no, we got one January 7th. I know this is kind of pushing it out a little bit, but at Penny Road Pub. There's not been full details yet, but we're playing Penny Road Pub with All Out Mutiny.
Oh, yeah.
January 7th.
Yeah,
That's in Barrington.
we'll be booking ourselves up here pretty fast for 2017. We're kind of
Yeah.
slowing ourselves down for the year.
For
and
the holidays.
For the holidays. And
Yeah, family time.
we still have our few shows for the last of 2016, but we'll be booking up pretty hard for 2017 as well as
Yep.
usual.
We'll be around.
Yeah. So
Can you guys believe that it's like 2 months and it's January 1st?
Dude,
no,
it's crazy.
Don't say it like that. bro.
That's
You're fucking
November
shit up.
1st right now, man.
What kind of shit is that?
We're still trying to enjoy it. Did you feel that weather
It was
today?
October
Jesus.
yesterday.
We only
Yeah,
got one more
right?
ember after
and it's
this,
summer
man.
right now.
Yeah.
Go
right?
outside. It's fucking 75 degrees.
You know, I wish we could crack a window if there was a window.
Yeah, no
but
shit.
We're good.
That's crazy.
Well, you know what we can crack is another
Track.
so-called Saints track.
Damn.
Damn, see that
So-
transition?
Damn. Yeah, go ahead.
Pick one. Pick one.
Pick a card, any card.
I want to hear track number 2.
I was
Damn.
thinking the same
Because you guys
thing.
were talking about that earlier.
There you go.
And it's
Armed
perfect for Halloween where ghosts
Hell
and
yeah.
monsters still fuck
Monsters
November.
It is still,
Let's-
fuck
let's have
November.
all-
Fuck November
yeah,
1st.
all Halloween every day.
It's October 32nd, bitches.
Armed to the
Fuck
ween.
y'all.
Armed to the ween.
More alcohol, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
3 more.
Yeah.
3 more.
Trey Moss.
Somehow they're getting home tonight.
Somehow.
Don't worry about us. We're
No,
fine.
we're good.
It's called Monsters.
We do this
We
all
will
the time.
float.
And
Shut the fuck.
Mad Men.
I'm just kidding.
More so-called saints. We'll
We
discuss
do
it when
not.
we get back.
So called.
Do it all the time.
We're saints.
So called.
Here we go. Enjoy.
Shadows we cast them. You'll be better if you stay in the shade. You'll be lucky if you ever see the light again. There's no telling from the consequence you'll face. Consequence you'll face. You're in your range. You failed to redefine. You will never see the light again. Yeah, it'd be better if you stayed in the shade. There's no telling on the consequence you'll face. Yeah, it's all to the Midwest, the rock and rollers, the monsters, the madman, crookers. There's no stopping, unrelenting, no mercy. That's what you feel and say. So tell your boys if it's what they say. It's what they'll make. Yeah, if it's war, so be it. You tell your boys, come get it. Come and fucking get it, yeah. Sons of the Midwest, the real rock and rollers. Yeah, the monsters are madmen. You will never see the light again. So your boys, it was the 8-1-5. Monsters are madmen. You will never see the light again. 8-1-5, baby. We are on to the team. Monsters and madmen. On the 8-1-5. Turn up, boys.
This is Frankie from the Bloodline, and you are listening to the Metal Experience. Metal. Woo!
That was another so-called Saints track. That was off the Armed to the Teeth EP, and that was Monsters and Madmen, and that was Bad Ales. And now we have a time for an unsigned band pick. Morgan, set that shit up.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, we have all the way from Glen Rose, Texas.
Shit.
The band Extermination Order with the track Fortress Falls. Let's do it.
Now's the time for people to see what's really going on. Now's the time for you to go. The king is here to let you know the fight is on, ready for war. The warlords are here to spread the fear. Your time has came to be. You know reality. New time has came to be. A life you know full of misery. Stop the madness, set them free. It's the only thing to do. Start the way of a new world. The king is gone, death is near. The fight is on, ready for war. The warlords are here to spread the fear. Your time has came to be. You know reality. New time has came to be. A life you know full of misery. Fortress fall. Now's the time for people to see what's really going on. Now's the time for you to go. The king is here to let you know. Time has came to be. Life you know reality. New time has came to be. Life you know full of misery. Fortress
This is Holden Zacharias.
And this is Matt Powers.
We're in Fleshburn, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
Woo! That was Extermination Order all the way from Glen Rose, Texas, with the song Fortress Falls. I'm Local Blaze with Morgan Danielle, and rocking out here with the Chin Hair of Knowledge. Nine. And we are still rocking out here with So-Called Saints. And where can everyone find everything that is So-Called Saints on the Information Superhighway?
Fucking everywhere. Spotify, Reverb Nation, Facebook, maybe
.com.
even Yeah,
.com?
Facebook.com.
So-called Saints.
To be more specific, it's facebook.com/so-called saints.
.com.
ReverbNation.com/so-called
So-called Saints.
If you want to take a nap while you're listening,
And if
to
y'all
how
want
you
to
get a hold
email a
of us.
motherfucker, it's so-called
Saints.
saints band at gmail.com. Bitch.
Bitch.
And if y'all want to win some CDs, you
That's
text
armed.
Text this
to
319
yes
867 Saints.
No, we're gonna fuck it up. They're never gonna. They're gonna.
Okay, so we're gonna try
text
this again.
that to their.
If you want to win a CD, which is it's okay, it's pretty good, it's decent.
I love
Y'all
it.
heard
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
played that shit.
I love it.
Text armed ARMED
Armed.
31 996.
Oh,
31996.
31996.
31996.
Armed.
Armed. ARMED.
Armed.
And we will send you a fresh copy signed
Ooh.
Fresh, even sweaty.
by all these bitches
Fresh and sweaty.
to your
swiped up
house.
the sweaty ass crack there.
We'll
Swipe.
just need your social security number.
Yeah.
Your
PIN.
Yeah, all your PIN numbers, all your passwords.
Your address.
CVV code, zip code.
Yeah.
Driver's license number.
He's a banker. Trust
Legal
me.
birth name.
It's
Yes.
fine.
Pin.
Mother's maiden name.
Well, to get
we'll actually need your address.
No, if
really
you do
want it to your
win,
house.
we will
2
pick
previous
randomly.
years of residence address.
We will pick two. We will
social
pick,
security number.
we'll pick two winners randomly, and from there, we will message you personally as you've won.
Poisonally.
We'll be like, "What's up?
What's up?
Sup,
Where
man?
the
You want
fuck
some
we
shit?
send this shit?
You want some shit and
Bitch.
whatnot.
But no, and then we'll send it.
And you'll be listening.
You know what? Maybe we might even send a little nice letter with crayon that says "bitch" on it. With the
Like, do you
point.
like the
We
Saints?
said it, bitch.
Circle yes, no, maybe,
And we'll
send
sign,
back.
We'll sign a little piece of paper that said.
Do you
bitch
want
on
to
it.
see my show?
No.
Yes,
So we'll,
it's for
No.
no.
Rizzo.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, that
guy looks depressed.
What does that say?
Extremely loud.
9 to 2?
Yeah.
In the top of the night?
You know,
Yeah.
That
idiot.
sucks.
They done fucked up.
That doesn't
Oh,
sound
my
good.
I think
Well,
this
while
is
we're
literally
distracted
the
by
slaughter.
the Chicago Cubs.
Oh my
Let's
God.
play another track.
This is a
Yeah,
slaughter.
let's play another track because the Cubs
Salt.
are slaughtering.
Play salt.
We're gonna play Salt.
We
We're
like
gonna play
salt.
salt, bitches.
This is armed
You know these Indians are salty right now.
armed to the teeth. The track Salt.
Man, it's
So-called
racist.
Saints. Salt. So-called
The
Saints.
Cleveland
31996.
Let's do it.
Hey, now they're the Cleveland Steamers.
They laid a fat one on this field.
All right, here we go.
Son of a
Salt
bitch.
by so-called Saints.
Searching for looking back in the mirror. Oh fucking mixture. We have assaulted the world.
And now a word from D. Reitz of One Steel Wound.
Spoken poetry for the metal experience. Eat my cock, eat my cock. Don't spit on it, that ain't classy. Eat my cock, oh won't you eat my cock? No handies, let's get nasty. Eat my ass, stir it with your hands. Eat my ass, spread brown, take me to class. You're listening to the Metal Experience.
All right, I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the chin hair of knowledge, and we are here once again with our friends and so-called saints.
Fuck yeah!
There's another track off of the very awesome album Armed to the Teeth, and that track was called Salt. Easy, simple, salt.
What's it about?
I'll never not say it.
You know,
Hey Al, what's salt about?
What you know? What?
Y'all heard our
Years ago at work, I there's a guy that always said that I was salty, and then when I would get angry online, he would say the salt trucks are coming out. And this was like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write a song and call it Salt. I swear.
And this is the most we've known about this.
Yeah, keep it going so we can find out.
No, that's as far as it's gone. And Stewie will confirm this.
Learn us, wise master.
Stu will confirm this that the only reason it's named or written Salt is because a guy at work said, "Oh, you sound salty. Here come the salt trucks." Well, I'm gonna write a song.
Fuck yeah!
It makes you salt. They didn't.
That makes it extra epic.
They really didn't know that.
He doesn't tell us this shit.
Our
he just
old
writes
bass
stuff, and
I
then
used
we
to
hear
work
it when we record it.
What's your favorite lyric in the song that gives them a big fuck you?
I got a lot of.
We are the
fuck
salt
you
in the
lyrics.
wounds.
Well, your favorite lyric in Salt.
Oh,
We are the salt. in
Come
the
on.
wounds.
I don't know. It's hard to. Weird.
Motherfucking.
There's words going everywhere.
He's seeing them. He's just rubbing his eyes.
When he does vocals, there's not your typical like, okay, intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, like a lot of other music does. He just writes randomly wherever the fuck it goes.
Like Dillinger's Escape
All right,
Plan.
I got it. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Like that.
Give it to us. See it. Think
Feel
it.
It's gone.
Say it.
You don't seem to be understanding like you missed it. We'll put the nail to your head and see if you can hit it.
Oh.
I was gonna say if he doesn't come
I
up with
like
that's
that.
my favorite part.
I like that.
I was like,
That's the same. That's a play off of being able to hit the nail in the head.
I got you.
On yourself.
I got you.
On your damn self.
I was like, man, you put the nail in your head and see if you can hit it. What's that mean? He goes, puts his hand up to his head, holds the nail like this, man.
Well,
See if you can hit it.
Hit the nail on the head. You've heard that. You hit the nail right on the
See
head.
if you're gonna hit your own nail in your own damn head.
Exactly.
See if you can get yourself.
I got it. Well, you guys actually have recorded a epic cover song. Is this the only cover song that you've done, or have you done or played more of them?
Done it a
We've
lot
done
of
others,
times.
but this one has been probably
Fan
the most
favorite.
favorite and probably our best version
Yeah.
of a cover song.
Band favorite, fan favorite, even like easy, not easy to play, but when we played it, it was like, damn, we play it well.
Easy to like.
Yeah, easy to like.
We
when
do
play
it. We do a lot of it like kind of originally like it's meant to be, and then we kind of put our spin on it.
And we've never played this live. We've never played this
We played it
version that
live.
you're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
We've never played it on any airwaves whatsoever ever. So this will be
So
the first
this
time.
is this is not outside of really us. So
It isn't. This is just an extension of us and our comfortability in playing covers.
Well, let's play it and then we'll announce
what
what
is
it
it?
is.
Oh,
well,
okay,
we're gonna play it first. You didn't know what this was yet?
You guys are gonna fucking know
Oh,
it.
Luco doesn't know.
I just
do.
know what band it is. I don't know
Oh,
what.
Well,
just wait. It's pretty
if
awesome.
any of y'all don't know,
It's
then
pretty
you-
fun.
Their
We make
twist
it fun
to it
too.
is
Yes, you should
really,
hate
really
yourself if
cool.
you don't know
guys did a really good job of making it your own.
I
So
appreciate it.
here's
That's
an awesome cover song for those that are
Enjoy.
fans. You're gonna get an awesome surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on, Dustin.
Woo, get it, boy.
You gotta keep them separated.
Something good. It was gonna be all right. See that? Yeah, no, we'll play this shit seriously.
Like the latest fashion, like a spreading disease. The kids are strapping all the way in the classrooms, getting weapons with the greatest of ease. The gangs take their own campus locale, and if they can't do slipping, it's all a pal. And one guy's colors and the others don't mix. They gonna bash it up, bash it up, bash it up, bash it up. Hey, man, you talking back to me? Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey, man, you disrespecting me? Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey, I pay no mind. You're on the right till you won't be doing anytime. Hey, come on and play.
Check this out. All right, here we go.
By the time you hear the sirens, it's already too late. One goes to the morgue and the other jail. One guy's wasted and the other's a waste. It goes out the same as 1,000 before. The ones get smarter, no one tells the score. You'll never ending spree of death and violence and hate. It's gonna tie your roll up, tie your roll up, tie your roll. Hey, man, you talking back to me? Take 'em out. Gotta keep 'em separated. Hey, man, you disrespecting me? Take 'em out. You gotta keep 'em separated. Hey, I pay no mind. You're on the right till you won't be doing anytime. Hey, come on and play. Oh man. It goes out the same as 1,000 before. No one's getting smarter, no one tells the score. You'll never run these free of death and violence and hate. It's gonna tie your roll up, tie your roll up, tie your roll. Hey, man, you're talking back to me. Take 'em out. You gotta keep 'em separated. Hey, man, you disrespecting me. Take 'em out. You gotta keep 'em separated. Hey, don't pay no mind. You're on the right till you won't be doing anytime. Come on and play.
Hey guys, we're coming to rest. Hey, what's up? We're coming.
We got a new album that's out right now. It's called Blacklist. Make sure to check it out. You are now listening to The Metal Experience. Bang.
I'll do it. Fuck it. We just heard our song that we covered once. I've never done this before. We're
It's okay.
This
We're
is
professional
So-Called
doctors.
Saints with the Metal Experience.
There you
And
go.
that was So-Called Saints' phenomenal cover of Come Out and Play by
Offspring!
The
Thank you.
Offspring. Taking it back super 90s style there.
I grew up on that CD.
I did too.
Smash.
Smash was my
Hell
shit.
yeah.
That was my first Offspring
1994.
album.
That was
my
93.
first one,
awesome
too.
band to see
93?
live.
I don't know when, but I
think it was
remember it was
93,
on cassette when
94.
I bought it. And I remember I
Yeah.
bought it, I think, at Target. I
can
bought it
hear
at
you.
Target.
Sounds right.
At
Like
Target.
the Hot Buys.
I don't know. It was like right out front, Smash. And then it was CD and cassette. Fuck you.
I'm trying to help you, dude. I don't want you to clip.
I'm drinking your shot when it comes. Fuck you.
You bought a shot? That's
Not for you anymore.
Ooh.
I bought 2 shots for
Take
me and
7.
one for Dustin.
So drunk, Saints.
So you guys actually recorded all of your stuff that you played off of the album
Armed to the
Armed
Teeth.
to the Teeth yourselves.
Correct.
Most of it, yes. I did the drums with Charlie from Genotype.
Yes. Basically
West
the
North
clicks
Audio.
of it, yes.
And then
We
before
did the
show,
MIDI
oh, sorry.
and the overheads, yes.
Before the show, you guys were saying you guys covered a bunch of other tracks too. Did you record any other?
No, we covered a few. We covered no, we didn't record any other ones.
Okay.
We covered Limp Bizkit,
Break Stuff.
Break Stuff,
Nice.
and Weezer.
I do
Hash
like
Pipe.
that.
Nice.
And those
Hash
are the
Pipe
only
was
ones.
great.
Those are the only other.
Nah, we
covers
got a
that
brand
did.
new cover. We
we
just
got a brand
debuted.
new cover that we just did. We have a video of it, which has like fucking 1,700
Oh
views
no, it's
now.
a Slipknot.
Yeah, this
Slipknot,
past
People Equal Shit cover.
People
we
Equal
did.
Shit from
This last
Slipknot.
weekend.
We just played, and we had there's 4 bands that played the show. We had the other, or 5 bands. We had our friends from 3 other bands. No, it was 4 bands, right?
Yep.
No, it was 5.
Start
Fuck it,
naming
it was
names.
5.
Steven, Joe.
Us. It was us, Dishonored, On My Six, Born in Exile.
Dishonored.
I said Dishonored.
Fuck you.
On My Six.
Whatever. Besides that, we're talking about the cover, and for the cover,
3
we
drummers
brought,
up
Well, we
there.
had
We
our
brought-
buddies as drummers bringing their floor toms up and do the percussion shit with
Nice.
us.
'cause
As
we're
we
only a
played it.
4-piece.
Because we're a 4-piece. We had a couple of other.
But we
it
played
was
a
awesome.
Slipknot
It was a
song.
fun fucking time.
It was great in the video that there was multiple angles of this video that was taken.
Reckless Redemption.
Yes, Reckless Redemption.
I'm so sorry. but
Morgan,
yes,
can you find this
Reckless
video
Redemption.
and post it on
I will.
the Metal Experience
Please
page?
do. It's
Yeah.
I think it's had about 1,600 or 1,700 views in the last.
There's a
2
couple
days.
different versions
Nice.
of the video. We have one from our GoPro actually. That's from the back of the stage forward. That
can
probably
get-
sounds the best.
You can get. It sounds the best. You can get like a forward version from the crowd or a backward version from almost the side of his view and a more solid drum sound. Because Slipknot's some sick ass drumming, and his video shows that there's some sick ass drumming going on there, not some bullshit. He's not just falling apart through the fucking.
Not some bullshit.
It's
No,
not some fucking bullshit.
I worked
dude.
really hard on that one. I made sure it was right.
Well, I mean,
It was a fun song to play.
you can't play covers and fuck them up, you know.
Yeah.
Just- you
No,
can't.
not especially Slipknot. You really can't half-ass Slipknot.
Did you guys
just
add
can't
your
do
own twist to
No.
that? No,
Not
Just-
that
You
song.
can't twist Slipknot.
You
You play Slipknot the way it is, or you
And
don't play
struggle
it.
then, yeah, like
yeah.
You can't really make it more
you either
metal.
can play it or you can't. You don't change it.
No, you
It's just-
can't
there's
change
nothing you can
Slipknot.
do with Slipknot.
And what about the other covers you guys did? You guys.
You
well,
can
the other
change those.
Both
the
of
other
them we beefed
songs-
up.
Those songs are rock songs,
mid-paced.
mid-paced rock songs that we made into mid-paced rock
Well,
metal songs.
Offspring's all the same, pretty much. Besides, we put our own kind of breakdown.
we put like a
into
breakdown into it,
it.
but
And same with Limp Bizkit, but we have our own touches to it. But with Slipknot, you can't add touches to something that's got every touch.
unless
that
you
can
make it
be.
just crazy.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, the song
which
is
almost
already
unlistenable.
pretty crazy.
Yeah,
It's- Slipknot, if you make it any crazier than it is, it's unlistenable. Unless you're into that unlistenable type of music. To me, that's just my opinion. But you really can't make it more than it is. It's fucking Slipknot, man. You know?
It is. I agree. Did you hear that?
You play that?
What just happened?
He's playing Offspring right now.
No. Is he?
Yeah.
I won't pay. I won't pay.
That's
the
the
shitty
Conspiracy
CD.
is one.
Well, let's do another track off
Fuck
of the
yeah!
Arm to the Teeth CD. What's the next track you guys want to play? We got 2 more off there.
Ooh.
Little Defects.
Little defects.
Play Little Defects.
Little-
It turns a different side of us.
It kind of slows it down a little bit.
All right.
It's not brutal metal.
As Alex is doing the jerk off motion.
Yes. It gave
Let's do
French
it.
In
a
his
sit up.
own face.
No, it's, you know.
I'm gonna come all over my own
like-
face, neck,
It's
and
as
chest.
calm as it gets, and it's not that calm, but it's as calm as it gets. And we used to be a lot calmer.
All right. Well, let's see the lighter side of so-called saints. This is Little Deflex. Let's do it.
That's a good way to put it.
You speak to me in such a way, with such disdain, in such a tragic tone. But don't forget that it was you that left here, you know I won't stay. Surely now
little defects in you. You love. Hold on to something in your smile, in your mind. It was never enough. Complaining, I'll sit here for a while. Hope you had your fun. Loving the little things that you don't trust. Loving the little defects in you. No one could ever love. Then you take a breath of murderous words. Don't discuss. And your dead eyes went so well with your cold tongue. It was never enough. No, it was never enough. You never listened. It was never enough. No, it was never enough. You can't hear never again. It was never enough. Not as far as I could see. It was never enough. You never hear me. No, it was never enough. Not as far as I could see. It was never enough. You're never listening. You never hear me. It wasn't always so black and white. Now it's clear as day. There's no end in sight. You never fucking listen. You never hear a goddamn thing. No, you never fucking listen. You never hear a goddamn thing. No, you never fucking listen. Never hear a goddamn thing. It was never enough. No, not as far as I could see. No, it was never enough. No, you never listened. It was never enough. No, not as far as I could see. No, it was never enough. No, you can't. No. All of the way you speak to me. Never again.
Hey, this is TJ from Age of Aries. You are listening to the Metal Experience.
Fucking it up. Fucking it up.
And we are back. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the chin hair of knowledge, and we are here with so-called
There's some male
saints,
bonding going on there.
doing
Bee
some
Gees
male
male
bonding
bonding.
between the guys in front of me, and I'm just hanging out at this table, running the board, and we're partly celebrating a Cubs win. You can't tell by the way going to Game 7, but we also are celebrating our ears just hearing the awesome song that so-called saints played for us called Little Defects. So,
Yeah.
tell us,
Yeah.
Alex,
Alex.
who doesn't even know what's going on right now,
Headphones.
what Little Defects was about.
What is Little Defects about?
What is Little Defects is about? Fuck.
Make generalizations.
It's about,
if
you know,
have to.
general.
Make generalizations.
Little.
The alcohol is kicking in.
Kicking in.
Generally,
Generalization.
Little Defects is about what a lot of people can probably connect with in bad relationships. And you put that kind of aura around the rest of that song, and you'll figure the rest out.
Just listen to the lyrics. You'll figure it out.
It hits home pretty hard.
It's not one that's hard to figure out at all. I mean, it's one that we've all fucking felt.
No.
We all have understood it.
I'm not big on public emotion stuff like that. So,
but trust me,
the lyrics and stuff that's where I get it all out. So this song went well with a lot of people, and
I get it.
It's you hear it enough, you'll find your connection with it. Everybody does. Everybody's been through shit relationships, and if you haven't, then you haven't been in a relationship. So if you can't connect with it, then you're too young. That's all there is to it.
Well, just some announcements before we wrap up the night tonight with some so-called Saint song to end the night. So first I read, which is very awesome. For right now, Double Door in Chicago is not closing. Originally, they were told they were going to be kicked out at the end of December.
Really?
But they went to court to fight it, and now they're going further to try to keep their space. But
that's good.
What's crazy is I just read, because this was in the Chicago Tribune, they have to pay $26,000 a month. And I mean, that is in Chicago, but that's ridiculous. They are looking into moving to Logan Square on Milwaukee Avenue. There is a space that's open that they've been discussing, but for right now, they're not having to be kicked out because they're taking it to the appellate court to give arguments, and that takes some time.
So they can hold out. Yeah.
They can hold out for now. So Double Door.
They've got a great space, though.
They've got awesome shows that go there. They're in a great area of Wicker Park. So definitely check out Double Door in Chicago while you can, and hopefully they can still keep their spot. So good for them for right now for being able to do that. And at least for now, people are not losing their jobs. It's going to be Christmas soon. And
are we going right now?
We are. Where have you been?
I've been watching that Slipknot video.
We know.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch our cover of
really
People
good.
Equal Shit. So-called Saints cover of People Equal Shit.
Justin, you made them drums your bitch.
You watch? Are you watching from the back?
I was watching from the back
You watch
version.
the back
The
side?
GoPro video?
Watch that shit when there's nothing else going on, and watch him fucking nail that shit.
Dude,
because
yeah.
it's not easy
you
to
made
do.
You made it look real easy. You actually made it look like real easy.
I got
like
new-
to the point
I
like
got
I don't know
new
how to drum.
pedals.
I don't know how to drum, but I was like, man,
I got new pedals.
I could do that.
You got new
That's
pedals.
like that's how easy you made it look. You're just like, yeah,
Some new Speed
whatever,
Cobras.
whatever.
I grew up on Slipknot, man. Slipknot's my shit, and nothing.
My jam.
I'm not bringing anything down. Joey Jordison's a badass dude, but that's what I learned with, like Korn and Slipknot are my two main shit.
The first day he showed up, like 13, 14 years ago, he played us the Heretic Anthem, and we were like, all right.
You're in.
Yeah, he can
And that
fuck
was like
guy.
that was two bullshit pedals with two bullshit bass drums, and I'm like, I got this. You know,
It sounded good enough to us.
It was like, fuck it, I got this. You know.
Well, we posted it on our Facebook page. You can check it out now. So-called Saints'
That's where I was watching it.
That's awesome. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
video. All right, well, back to news that I'm surprised Derek actually didn't announce this one. Michael Graves, unfortunately, in Las Vegas yesterday,
I actually didn't know it.
had his gear stolen. His band lost their trailer containing $20,000 worth of equipment.
Lost?
No, somebody stole it at 3 p.m. So he's convinced that
assholes.
somebody stalked him on Facebook, knew where they were playing, showed up to the venue, and took their trailer.
Our trailer's locked to our fucking
Yeah.
car.
You know,
So-
it
all
doesn't even
time.
The
matter.
trailer alone was probably $2,000 because they
Man,
said about
fuck.
They took the
18,000 of that
trailer?
was worth
They
musical
took
equipment.
the trailer, dude.
Yeah, the whole
And
trailer.
all the shit.
Lock that shit to your car.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, I mean, if you're a good
Either
enough
way.
thief, you can, I
You
guess,
can do whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
guess
want.
so.
That's
I don't know how-
bullshit too. You know, all
Yeah.
that equipment. You know,
That's fucked up, man.
bands like this,
I
even
know.
signed bands or bands that are just getting off the ground, none of that shit comes free. That's all out of their fucking pocket.
Well, they've
And these
made a
motherfuckers
post.
just pop out of nowhere and steal their entire
Exactly.
passion.
And I mean, this had even all their stuff that they were selling on their tour.
All their merch.
Their
and
merch,
everything?
So, all their
merch
merch.
is way more expensive. It
So
fits
check
smaller.
it out. if
You take more.
see anything of this being sold, you know that it is stolen. It's on hydraulic-equipment.com. That's where you can actually buy the merchandise right now. If you're buying it somewhere else, it's considered stolen, so you need to report where that is being sold. You need to help them get their gear
And
and stuff back.
we would promise we'll whoop whoever's ass we got to.
Oh, yeah.
If we can figure that out.
There's a benefit show to
will
keep
help
your
with
eyes
that.
open for that Chicago has a couple venues that put together to help raise money to donate to them to help them get back on their feet. I mean,
Like a GoFundMe type deal?
no, like they're putting on a benefit show
Oh, a
to
show.
try to
Gotcha.
help them.
That's cool. That's
so
cool.
keep your eyes out for shows in Chicago popping up to help Michael Graves out because he
That
was just in
fucking
here
sucks,
last
man. That
a
is
couple weeks ago. He played Livewire Lounge.
It wasn't Livewire, it was Brauhaus.
Brower, he
He
always plays
He
Brower.
also played Livewire. All right, so our friends in Altered Perception last week dropped an album called From Rise to Ruins, which we're still waiting on our copy. We did order
Metal
it,
as fuck.
and it's amazing. Their video that they posted for their song, which one did we watch?
We just watched it the other day.
I know. It's for Equalize was amazing. So you definitely need to check this out. Order their album online. They were recently signed to Artery Recordings. They're awesome. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And November 13th is their record release show that they're going to be playing to help promote it. Keith Wampler from the Convalescence is another awesome person to be in connection with. Right now, he is promoting that their band is in need of a touring drummer that can tour for about 9 months out of the year. So if you're serious, looking for a project to tour with and to make awesome music with, you know, this is the band for you. The Convalescence is based out of Ohio. And they
Oi-ho.
also just announced that
Oi-ho.
they have hot sauce. So the Convalescence has Rage Infused hot sauce and
They have
Keith
their own hot
Wampler's
sauce?
Doom
They have
Sauce
their
by
own
Captain
hot sauce?
Cat.
Man, those guys sound pretty spicy.
So check it out on Big Cartel. They have that up and going. And then Endless Rain, they're from Minnesota, just have hoodies and shirts in now. Brand new merchandise, so you can check that out on their Facebook if you're interested in buying that.
The book face.
And last but not, well, couple. Rooks was a band that actually our writer Sean introduced us to earlier this week. He actually did a review on their EP Infinite 3, which got released at the end of September. So check out Rooks, Rooks. They're from Chicago. They're pretty fucking awesome. And the review is on our website under the blog section, Reviews from the Crypt, and you can see what Sean said about the album. And last but not least, there's a ton of shows going on this weekend. Too many to promote every single one, but we'll try to share as many as we can on our Facebook page this coming week. And be sure to check your local Facebook pages of the bands that you like to see where you can access
Spacey
a show
space.
at. Our show is happening November
space.
5th. That's this Saturday,
My
Livewire
book
Lounge.
and Facey Space.
$8 in advance from the bands, $10 at the door. It's Tonzin, Miles from Exile, A Dying Ultimatum, Atlanta is Burning, and Luco's band, The Forms They Take. And the show's starting at 8, goes to about 1 a.m., so we hope to see you there. It's 21 and up. And that is all I got next week, as Monuments Fall is going to be on with us. So we're looking forward to sitting down with another new band that hasn't been on our show. It's going to be awesome.
Whoa.
And now, once again, where can everybody find So-Called Saints? And then also, did you mention that your friend was on your cover, Come Out and Swinging? Or Come Out and Play? The Offspring, your
Come out
friend.
and swinging.
He came out swinging.
You know what? If
Big
it
Ben
was
did.
up to him, it would be called that because he's an aggressive fella. Come Out and Play. We recorded with. We started recording it. My buddy Ben Schuster, very big friend, was sitting there listening. He's
Just
like,
big bone.
He's like, this is fucking awesome. I'm like, hey, you want to be in it? And he's like, hell yeah. He went in there, and like the haze that you hear over everything is him. Everything that you can hear over everything, like the loud shit, that's Ben. And we say, thank you, Ben, for all the backing vocals and all the epic
Ben.
shit. You fucking nailed it.
Yo, man, Ben, Hey!
We're gonna call you Tiny because you can't hear us, Tiny.
Ben Tiny Schuster.
Tiny.
Because you can't
He's my
kill
boy.
us from the radio.
He's my boy.
And also, where can everyone, the show's coming up, where can everyone see you guys?
We got everything through Facebook, really. I mean, it's like the ultimate social anything anymore.
In Rockford, definitely in Whiskey's for the next few shows, obviously. November 13th is the big one for our benefit and all that good stuff. And past that, we'll be booking pretty hard in 017. And
So 17.
Don't mention the fucking Nashville trip that we're taking.
Don't mention
I mean,
the
that's
Nashville
pretty
trip. I'm
epic.
not
We're-
gonna mention
We're taking a 9-hour trip with these motherfuckers. 9 hours. I took a 5-hour trip with these motherfuckers, and that was epic the way back.
Sat on his
Dustin.
lazy ass while I drove.
Dustin.
Talk about
So
me.
a 9-hour trip down with these guys to
No.
go to Nashville, Tennessee to play at Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, and our brothers. I mean, it's 3 bands from the 815 Rockford.
The heavy motherfuckers,
Yeah,
man.
the heavy-
We're hitting hard. It's On My Six, Faith in Vain, and SCS.
Yeah, and we're going down to Nashville all together, and it's gonna be killer. They're gonna stretch off into other branches before they come back, but we're heading back after.
They're
that.
actually hitting up Kentucky on the way back, which is awesome. I believe it's Louisville.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I believe so. Which is awesome. We didn't have the means to be able to hit that up with them. We wanted to, we just couldn't do it. But we do have plans for another, like I said, a mini tour.
Yeah,
I
a little
guess.
stroll back down
A
there.
little stroll, coming in 2017.
Yeah, we're super pumped for Nashville. It's coming, and we're pumped to see new
December
people.
3rd.
and We're gonna destroy that place. Whatever place we end up in, we're gonna fucking destroy it. And that's all there is to it.
Nice.
We destroy wherever we step into. Well, we don't
Yeah,
destroy it, but if it can handle us,
We destroy it
more
verbally
props to
speaking.
'em. We don't stand around. We don't fuck around.
We destroy minds.
We throw down.
Okay,
That's
we throw down.
Saints.
We're fun to watch, I believe. Check us out.
So-called.
Just give us one fucking show.
Sounds
Check
good.
us out
Yep.
and see what you think.
31996.
Yeah, we'll sell you on one goddamn.
31996.
I ain't even gonna say
If
give
you
you
want
an
your
if.
free album, the free EP. I'm sorry.
Armed to the teeth.
Armed to the teeth.
3558.
Text armed to 31996. Promise you will be entered, and we will give you
Monsters and
a
Madmen
free
in the
copy.
815.
31996.
31996.
Monsters and Madmen. 31996.
And as promised,
Armed.
your picnic is now getting ruined.
Oh,
Picnic!
Oh no, man. We don't like ants in the picnic.
Them ants will picnic.
Ants Will Panic
We don't want ants to
is
picnic.
the song that we're going to leave the night off
Thank you
with,
for having
off
us,
of American
Metal
Roulette.
Experience.
You're
Thank you for coming out.
always welcome to come
Always
back.
welcome to come back with
We
the new
will.
album.
Hell yeah.
And next week, come out to Fitz of Spirit Keys. Come out, hang out with us.
On
and
to the
as
picnic.
monuments fall. Good night.
Bam.
More shots.
Drop the deuce.